Alright, hello everyone and welcome to today's Genshin Impact video. This video I have for you, Neuvillette's friendly Fracas. I'll get to thoughts on his deck in just a little bit, but we'll go over his card first. His normal attack does 1 hydro damage. His elemental skill does 2 hydro damage and creates 1 source water droplet. And basically how that works is after Neuvillette uses a normal attack, it heals the character for 2 HP, and after this, it prepares the skill Equitable Judgment. And what Equitable Judgment does, if you see on the right-hand side, it's a normal attack that does 2 hydro damage if the character has at least 6 HP, then deals 1 piercing damage to yourself and gain 1 damage. So, let me summarize that, because I know that's a lot of... So, the elemental skill does 2 hydro damage and creates a source water drop. So when Neuvillette uses normal attack, it uses up the source water droplet, heals him for 2, and then Equitable Judgment will happen next. And Equitable Judgment does 2 hydro damage if he has 5 hit points or less. If he has 8 HP or more, he'll do 3 hydro damage and then 1 to himself. That's essentially how that works. And then his elemental burst does 2 hydro damage, does 1 to all other opposing characters on standby, creates a source water droplet, and everything else is exactly the same as what I just talked about. So, what I like about his deck, I like this as far as a good strategy, is he is using 3 characters that all use the same weapon type. In this case, Catalyst. That is a really good strategy for Genius Invocation, because it means that whatever weapon comes up, you can attach to whoever you want. So you don't have to worry about you want to put a weapon on Neuvillette and a sword comes out. I do the same thing. I have all archers on my side of the which works kind of the same way. So I think this will be a bit of a challenge. Also keep in mind, it's kind of the same idea as we saw with Carrara, where he has 3 different elemental types, but he's setting himself up for essentially a hyper bloom. It's not a hyper bloom in terms of how the game manual puts it, but it is kind of. So we want to try to get this. Now the good thing is I did get a good draw. I'd have Jade Chamber right off the bat. Also have Ale's equipment card. I even have Star Signs and Paimon. That's pretty good as far as the draw is concerned. I'm going to lead off with Fischl because I'm going to try to get her some extra energy, particularly since I'm looking at 2 diamonds on each of the cards opposing me, so I may need Fischl to charge up quickly. Let's hope for a lot of Electro here. Oh. Okay. Okay. Fine, we're fine. I was worried for a second with that first draw. So, okay. So we're going to do this. Don't have her equipment, and that's have to do that. Let's see what Neuvillette does. Settle down. Went right for his element, his skill. So you see the source water droplet attached to his card. And do this for 2. Wondering if I want to... Well, let me play this before I forget. I'd like to do this. What else can I do? Oh, I only have what I could switch to you. Be risky. It'd be very risky. No, I think it's better to take the energy now. And normal attack for 2. Midnight Phantasmagoria is already up. It's already prepared.
Settle down.
I was wondering if more. Dead. There's nothing more I can do. But there's nothing more he can do either. Except for that. I was gonna say he's out of dice, so. Mondstadt Hash Brown might not be a bad call. I'm gonna get a lot of Electro this is the Jade Chamber. Well, some anyway. Well, I can play Midnight Phantasmagoria now. Good thing about that is that takes him out of temporarily, I suppose. But that would take him to 2. So the Sorcerer droplets would have to heal him quite a bit in order for him to fully use his equitable judgment. So this feels like it's rushing things, but it's probably a good idea. Let's see what happens here.
I believe the floor is now mine. Let the mighty be humbled.
Okay. We probably should consider healing Victor at some point. While we still have her. I can now get rid of Neuvillette, which is probably a good thing, which is probably a really good thing to do. Downside to, well, the upside to doing this now is he's out. Downside is he has to tag in someone else, and Official is affected with Hydra. I think that's what I have to do.
When the tide comes. No matter.
Okay. Well, let's see what he's got. Oh, there's the bloom. I was kind of a little worried about that, but that bloom is attached to Baiju. That would be okay. I have 1 die left, so I can either. I'm not gonna leave it on Official, so I'm gonna switch to call.
I'll ensure your safety.
Okay, he ended his turn first. Sorcerer droplets are attached to Baiju, but I don't think Baiju can use them. I could be wrong. This is the first time I've ever seen the Sorcerer droplets in Genius Invocation. More cards. Switch to Yaimiko. Okay. Use these. Let's go ahead and do that. That reduces the cost of our this. We'll still need to use the Paimon card. And I'll do 3 to Yaimiko. I want to go all in. I kind of want to go all in.
Go! Oh.
That could backfire.
Emerge.
Let's see. I have 3 dice left. I have 1. So I can either end my turn or switch back to, or switch probably to Kujo-Sara. I'm going to end my round. End. Got to take 1 at the end of the round from the summon. Okay. I have star signs again. I get enough. Whoa. I was about to say, if I get enough Dendro dice, I can use star signs and then summon Colin Am. Looks like I'll be able to. I think I should be able to do that. Putting the mushroom pizza on Ollie might not be a bad idea. Just in case. Star signs, I can use the other non-Dendro dice. Then, game.
Try this on for size.
Now let's see what. Acts with Yaimiko. What do I want to do? Eliminate Yaimiko. That would mean Baiju come. Either way, it works out the same. Can't switch to somebody else and use their. The most I could do, the defensive thing to do would be to switch to Kujo-Sara and then put the Wangshu in. Let's do that.
I will lead us to victory.
I don't need Kale taking damage from. This will be fine. Play the Wangshu in my round. Yaimiko stays in play, then she will be taken out by Colin Am. There she goes.
The fun is over.
Down to Dr.
Perhaps
Baiju.
more thought is in order.
Only have 2 more rounds to get all the bonuses. Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay. I can draw 2 cards. I'm on and free energy. This does 1 damage. Give this 2. trying to add things up in my brain. So either of these uses up 3 dice. Let's start with this. Dr. Baiju is going to take some damage from Colin Amber at the end of this round. His burst is ready to go. Use this one. Still have 4 dice left. Let's do that. Sacrifice this.
Glory to the Shogun!
I'm just trying to win at the end of this round. The more damage I do, the better my chances are. I'm all in, so. Not sure if it's going to be a perfect victory. All depends on which order these happen. I win.
I'm sorry, Shang.
If the summon on the other side of the field had gone in between mine, or at any point before both of mine went, Kujo Sara would have been eliminated, but I still would have gotten all the rewards. Well, that was pretty good. And yeah, if you're having trouble with this, you see how it works. Make sure that you have all your weapons be the same type. That actually does.
Indisputable victory. You have my congratulations.
That actually does help out quite a bit. That was a really good. I think that was a really good match. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this as much as I did. And if you did, please leave a like. Consider subscribing to this channel and/or following me on Twitch if you'd like to see more of my content. I do stream on Twitch, Genshin Impact twice a week. In the comments below, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you in the next